What's up, and welcome to the Los Wise Guys podcast. I'm your host, Eslam, aka Rod God of the Sun, accompanied by Dan Papa Sun Killer and Dan Emperor Disco. How's it going, fellas?
It's going fantastic. As always, I'm glad to be here. Good to see y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Whoever's tuning in, we love you.
See, just like last week, that's what I do. You introduce everybody. I
Mm-hmm.
just let Disco speak, and then I hop in and I just say whatever I put my 2 cents in for. That's usually what we how
Hey,
we
it
do
is
it.
what it is. Henry, you will not get a birthday shout out today, but happy Valentine's Day.
Fuck Eslam. Happy birthday, Henry.
Happy birthday and Valentine's,
Nah,
Henry.
happy
I love you. I'll give you
Valentine's Day.
You're only getting the
two
birthday from
shout
me.
out
You only get the
Yeah,
birthday.
you only get into Valentine's Day
because I
from
love
me,
you
bro.
more. Just remember that.
Thanks for joining us, Henry. Always appreciate your support. Um, so today we are doing a Mount Rushmore topic. It's one of our evergreen topics that we bring back on the podcast every now and then. And a Mount Rushmore topic is pretty much picking your top four of a certain topic, and then you come up with what would you put for on like the Mount Rushmore monument. Like, what would that monument be for that?
Fuck, I didn't think about that.
You know. So for today, our topic is our favorite Nickelodeon shows. We are '90s kids. We grew up with Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney.
Nick
So
Jr. Apparently.
apparently, I mean, one out of the three of us watched Nick Jr. So
Apparently so.
so we'll find out what the fuck Disco's talking about soon enough. But yeah, we're gonna do our favorite Mount Rushmore topics for Nickelodeon, our four favorite shows, and yeah, let's get it started. Does anybody wants to go first, or should I go first? I'll go first.
You go first. Yeah, go first.
So I'm gonna start off with the obvious. You know, one of my favorite shows of all time.
Do it.
Thanks to Nickelodeon, which
Do it.
honestly was a fucking mind blowing surprise that
from Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon had this show to
Yeah.
begin with.
As
One of
told
the-
by Ginger, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, I saw a funny meme today, and it's like, why am I so into redheads? And they showed all the cartoon redheads that I've watched over the years as a young child.
Is
And
that
I'm
it,
like,
or is
yup.
it comic books? Think about comic books for 1 second.
Yeah, comic books too.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's just like they've been like redheads are hot. Here, look, and
He was
it's just-
conditioned.
yeah, I've been conditioned since I was young to like redheads. And hey, man, yeah. See, look, Henry loves
Yeah.
redheads too.
Eslam's watching Fairly Odd Parents, and there's nothing icky about that Vicky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
I'm so tired. guys.
But my number one Nickelodeon show is gonna be Avatar: The Last Airbender, obviously. Um, One of my favorite shows of all time, and it has become one of my wife's favorite shows of all time in stories and universes. Um, and for my Mount Rushmore monument, I'm putting up Avatar Roku, my favorite Avatar. Yeah. So
Okay, okay.
that is my first one.
I'm gonna jump in. Obviously,
Yeah.
Avatar. I love Avatar. Obviously, it's on my list now because of Mount Rushmore. We pick our four favorites
Mhm.
of that topic. Also, because in a Mount Rushmore, the rules do dictate you do whatever the fuck you want to do, and you do it however
Exactly.
you want to do it.
Yep.
So I'm putting Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra as my
Mhm.
number one.
Okay.
They go hand in hand. I know a lot. They're two.
I mean, I agree. I
Yeah.
can say that too. But again,
No, I
Roku's
understand.
still my favorite.
No, I understand completely.
Yeah.
So, because of everything there, so they're two great separate stories. They're great even together with the context.
Mhm.
One just adds to the other.
Yeah.
And like you said,
Damn.
the fact
all
that this came out of
throws.
Nickelodeon
Yeah.
is
Oh.
just. Am I good?
Yeah. Yeah. You're good now.
Okay. All right, but yeah, it's still mind-boggling that
Yeah, I
it came
know.
out of Nickelodeon. So yeah, so that's on my list. And to put it in there, I want to have my Mount Rushmore. It's going to be the Capsule Capsule. Wow,
Cabbage
the
Corp.
Cabbage Corp,
Yeah.
like a replica building, but
Yeah.
in front of it is
It's a cabbage cart.
yes,
Hell yeah. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking
Push a
about, dude.
button,
Yeah.
and it says, "Oh no, my cabbages."
Yeah, yeah.
So that's number one for me.
That's fucking great. I love it. Disco,
Fantastic.
what's your number one?
My first one will be classic. Everybody has to love this one. Maybe not. I don't know. But
I'm so
I'm going with
excited.
Rugrats. I'm
Okay.
going with Rugrats.
Yeah.
That's a classic,
Is
and
that the Nick
you
Jr.
know,
one?
no, this isn't the Nick Jr. I'm gonna say the
Okay.
Nick Jr. is the last. I got two
Okay.
apparently. You know,
Yeah,
I
that's
never even
crazy.
knew. I never even knew, and it's so funny. You guys are gonna laugh. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. But
Before you say the
Rugrats.
Nick Juniors, I need to guess. I need to take a guess.
Okay,
All right.
that'll be fun. Yeah.
All right.
I don't think you're gonna get it, to be honest.
I'm
These are
confident I could get one.
okay. But Rugrats, everybody loves it. Tommy Pickles out here thugging it out with his besties in the playpen, causing trouble all day, every day. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that was me on all my cousins.
I
I just
mean,
related to that show so
I gotta
hard.
say, I got Tommy Pickles' head. Just saying. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah.
I got his bald head.
You might have that feat
grew-
with that gout.
Yeah,
And
that too.
fasciitis, you're gonna be walking like
I am
you
Tommy
all
Pickles.
crippled. But yeah, so I mean that show is just fantastic. That's the one. Like, I don't really remember my childhood too much. I don't know why. Terrible memory. But one thing I do remember is Rugrats is always there, and
Yeah.
so my symbol will be the playpen. It's just so
Nice.
memorable. I love the playpen, and I'll put the kids in it. Put the kids in it too.
So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in again.
Okay.
Because this is gonna be the whole fucking episode. Goddamn right, Rugrats is on mine too.
Yeah.
Rugrats is definitely on mine. Everything Disco said. Rugrats is great. Babies are out there just going on some crazy adventures. I remember some of my favorite episodes of like just TV in general came from the Rugrats, where you had the dog groomer coming over and they were terrified because they didn't know what a dog groomer was and they were trying to save Spike. I remember the time they went into the mirror world and everything was in reverse and Grandpa had a wig on and they were just terrified. This man has hair all of a sudden. We're scared. All that Angelica just running around being a little bitch. It's just, man, Rugrats is the greatest.
The original Karen.
And the twins too, always just.
Yeah, Phil and Lil.
I always felt
Love
like
Phil
they were
and Lil.
badass, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, they're my favorite. Phil and Lil were definitely
Yeah.
my favorites.
Mhm. For real.
Chucky was,
Chucky always worrying and like the
but
actual.
when he had to, he would step up. When Chucky
Yeah.
had to step up, you don't fuck with Chucky. You know what I'm saying?
Chucky would be a Green
Yep.
Lantern, bro, because he
Yes.
overcame fear
Yes.
so many times.
Yes. But yeah, for me, yeah. So my Mount Rushmore for Rugrats, I'm putting Reptar up there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tar.
dang, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
Good shit.
That is good.
All right, my second one for Nickelodeon is Danny Phantom.
Mm.
Um,
That's why you're friends with us.
yes, it is. I really enjoyed the hell out of the show because of his powers and how they did it. So he was a kid that was able to turn into ghost, and like the ghost had powers, and they really did develop his powers, and they showed when he was older and like other older ghosts that can do the same type of thing, and all the special abilities they were able to develop and have. And I was like, this could have like someone could adapt this into like a really badass anime if they wanted to, which is why I really enjoyed it. Like it had a lot of potential. And damn, bro, they had a thick goth chick in there, so you know what I mean. So
It's funny because I watched Danny Phantom here and there. I wasn't the biggest fan. I
Yeah.
could picture the characters. I'm picturing the goth chick, and by her being thick,
yeah,
I'm thinking of the drawing. It's legit when they got to the hips, it just went out a little bit.
yeah, it was just
Like
like
that's all it was.
Yeah.
Just out just a tiny bit. But like,
Yeah.
god damn.
yeah, like damn, baby got back.
Yep.
Holy shit! All right, yeah. So Danny Phantom, and what would I put? I would put his logo for the because I really did enjoy his logo. I would put his logo for the Mount Rushmore.
Can I suggest a button?
a button?
A button to be placed. when things happen?
Okay, well, what is it gonna do?
The logo goes in the ghost mode.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's good shit. That's good shit. I like it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do what he said.
Yeah.
Do it. All right,
I'm
go
coming with
build it.
some pretty cool
Go
symbols
build
for Mount
it.
Rushmore.
Go build it.
Like,
Whoever's building all these Mount Rushmores for us.
You're the architect.
I got a 3D. I got to start
You're
3D
the
printing
architect.
like
You can
these
do
Mount
it.
Rushmores for us. You can just have them on a shelf. Yeah, I know.
Oh man, you start now.
All right, so it's Disco's turn again. Yeah.
Oh, you went?
Yeah, because I got
All
two.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
still
this is your
two of your
second
guys.
one, Disco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my second one's another banger.
Mhm.
It's of course gonna be Hey Arnold.
Okay.
That one, you gotta love the football head, man,
Yep.
and Helga and the whole gang, really, just like all of them. Every episode, well, I'm not gonna say every episode, but the show was solid. Um, the grandparents and
Mm-hmm.
even I just found myself getting into it, like, oh man.
It
And
was
the way
such a
like
great
Helga
show.
crushed on Arnold and
Yeah.
just would treat him like shit, I'm like, that's so true today too.
Her
um,
shrine.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I just love that show. It's one of those feel good shows.
Speaking of Hey
Gerald.
Arnold, I just want to tell you guys a funny story. When Nadia and I first started dating, she liked Hey Arnold too, and we talked about it or whatever. And she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna, cause you have a fat head, so like I'm gonna make a shrine in my closet to your fat head too, like Hey Arnold."
Made out of gum.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would
that
be
shit
so
was really funny.
Nice.
Oh man, what's your Mount Rushmore for it?
So what are you putting up?
Mount Rushmore. I always liked his room with those big moonlights.
Oh yeah,
So I'm gonna like,
Mm.
yeah, I'm
The
gonna put his
skylights.
room
The
with
coolest
those
room.
skylights. Yeah, man, that it was just so dope.
It was a cool one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in right
So I'ma
after
jump
you,
in,
'cause
I'ma
that
steal
shit's
this.
on my list too.
So I know,
Yeah.
because it's like obviously Harold's going to everybody's goddamn list. My number 3, no original ideas.
Yeah,
Hey
it was.
Arnold, goddamn, it's a great show. Going out there, we're talking about Arnold. Guys,
Ooh.
what's Arnold's
Schwarzenegger.
last name? They did reveal it. No,
I don't know.
So,
Mhm.
so they did the Hey Arnold movie a couple years ago, and it went to I can't remember if it was like a Netflix thing or whatever because they were putting things on Netflix. But they did the Hey Arnold movie, and it was revealed his last name was something that had been said many times throughout the show.
Yeah.
So you remember how his grandfather would call him Short Man?
Wow,
Arnold Shortman.
that's
So
hilarious.
that's his last name. But yeah, you got
That was
Arnold
close.
out there. You got Helga Pataki doing shit. Harold just being a fucking
Yep.
jerk. Gerald
Yeah.
is just the coolest person who just tells the legends of the neighborhood in the schoolyard. Like it's just so good. You
Yeah.
had Curly, who was insane. Like he needed help, and nobody gave it to him. You have Eugene, who I'm surprised that man survived. That kid should have died so many times, and he just kept on surviving. You have Rhonda with all the fashion. Nadine, her best friend, who likes collecting
Yeah.
bugs. I fucking love Hey Arnold. I'm a huge fan of it. So yeah, it's definitely on my list for my Mount Rushmore. It's a given.
The
We already
gum
talked
shrine.
about it.
Yeah.
The shrine of Arnold. Yeah. The
All
gum
right, I'm
shrine.
gonna jump
That's what
in
I'm
after
putting up
Dan
there.
and steal this one too. Hey Arnold is definitely on my list. I mean, how can it not be? It's one of the greatest Nickelodeon shows ever. Definitely a Hall of Famer. And my shrine is just gonna be Gerald's hair. Yeah, my Mount Rushmore is gonna be Gerald's hair
Yes.
because you're right. He's the
Yes.
coolest person. He reminds me of
Yeah.
Jonathan. He's just it is yeah.
Put a
Yes.
high top on Jonathan.
He
and
really
Yo,
is.
he
He was
reminds
so
me of
fucking cool
Jonathan.
for no
Like
reason.
his personality, just
Yo,
like
the highest
is
top.
perfect to Jonathan. Like he has that same
Yeah.
personality. Always telling cool stories.
What was the number for
Was
his
it like
jersey? Do
3
you
or
remember?
something? Oh, 13?
Close.
No, I can't
23.
remember. Oh, 33. Okay.
33.
But yeah, man, I
He's
just
here.
he was my favorite character. He was the coolest person in Hey Arnold, and yeah,
Yeah, man, great. I fucking
Yeah.
love it. And like all the
Yeah.
stuff that came with it, like the side stories, you got Monkey
yes,
Man,
yeah, stupid,
the Pigeon Man, Stoop Kid.
yeah,
Like there's so many,
Yeah.
like just the legends. And then you have like the horror episodes.
It was phenomenal.
It's just such a good fucking show.
All right, so we're getting into Disco's Nick Jr. So Dan, you want to take a guess into?
Go Diego, go.
Did you hear him, Dan?
Oh, I thought he was going.
I guess go
I didn't hear
Diego,
that.
Diego, go.
Because
It's
you're
your
about to
turn.
tell us
That's
one
what
of
I'm
your.
guessing.
Because you're telling us your third one. Yeah.
My Nick
so,
Jr. Oh, so your Nick
We
Jr.
got
was
two Nick Juniors.
your guess was Diego. Oh, my bad. I didn't know.
I'm
I never
guessing
heard
you're
that,
Nick
though.
You're on a
Juniors.
podcast. We're doing.
I don't have
Mount
it here.
Rushmore, Nickelodeon.
I'm alive.
He
All right.
he just got so fucking long.
Got
So
you,
you're
got you,
going
got you,
again
got
because
you.
we both stole your.
My first Nick Jr. is Little Bear. Have y'all heard?
I know Little Bear. Yeah.
I remember
I did
as
actually
a
watch
kid,
Little
I know
Bear.
Little Bear.
That shit was good.
when I was a kid, every time I would get
I never
sick
liked
or
it.
call or like not go to school, whatever, I would be home and just watch Little Bear and Sailor Moon, and that was like the best time for me. Those were my guilty
So I do
pleasure shows.
actually have a Nick Jr. show too, but I'm not gonna put it up on my Mount Rushmore. But yeah, it was really good. I'll put it up as an honorable mention.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So my third one's Little Bear. It was my guilty pleasure show, and if you ask me now, I probably couldn't tell you anything about it, but I know for a fact that I watched that shit the hell out of
Yeah.
that show. He would just go on crazy adventures with his friends, like an owl and like a chicken. They would just be running around doing crazy stuff and like finding a hat. Like I don't know, stay warm. That was like it was a kid show, Nick Jr. So it was nothing crazy to write home about, but that was my show. That was my show. And in the intro, there he like runs past this kind of like farm fence, and so I'm gonna use that as my symbol. I'm gonna put Little Bear and like half of or like the farm fence crossing through, and you just see Little Bear like sitting on it.
Nice. Okay, Dan, you want to go give us your last one, since you stole all our other ideas? You should give us an original. Yeah.
I have to come with
I mean,
something
I
original.
can
was
go
hoping you would
next.
go, and I
Yeah,
could potentially
yeah.
steal it.
All right, I doubt it.
Go for it. Let's see if
Definitely
we're on the
not.
same
It's
page.
100% no on this one. You can't steal it. No, the Wild Thornberries. Come on.
Is it really as told by Ginger?
Yeah, the Wild Thornberries.
Oh,
Come on, man. It was
we
a
were
show
talking
about
that
Yeah.
too. How
a
could
girl
we
that
forget
speaks
that?
to animals. That show spoke to my heart when I was a kid. My
Donnie,
goodness.
though,
How could that
my soul
not be
animal.
a good show?
Dude, one of my favorite episodes of that show was
was
they
really good.
had met up again with this elephant herd that they've been in contact with in a while, and an elephant, huh?
Remember?
So the elephant has
Elephant
known her
remember?
family for a while because elephants their society's like matriarchal, so the leaders are usually the females. And the female elephant had her father's had contact with her for a long time, and she knew her when she was younger, and like as she got older and got that power to speak with animals, she started talking to her. And this episode was very sad because she knew, like the elephant knew it was her time, she was about to die, and like it was a very touching episode. Like it it gave me like it choked me up when the elephant died, and it was very sad, but it was a very cool episode. I love that show. Yeah, Wild Thornberries, and for my Mount Rushmore, I'm put their Jeep up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I did like that show for a bit. I wasn't like necessarily on the top of my like radar,
Yeah.
but I did like that show. It was it was just nice to put on.
It was very funny, and the father fucking looked like a psychopath with his like head shape and then like his
Big-ass
crazy
nose.
mustache. Yeah, yeah, I know. It was
His
wild.
nose was like most of his
But
head.
yeah,
His
man,
head
it
shape was a nose.
I love that show so much.
Yeah, for real. I remember because that was of the age where there really wasn't much for me to watch
Yeah.
other than like if it wasn't on Nickelodeon, I'm not watching it. Pretty much that's where I was at. And I would try other channels, and I was a dumb kid. I didn't know what other channels I could go to figure stuff out. I was like, I know this. This is what I know. And I remember I would just angry watch Wild Thornberries. because I'm like, this show sucks. I don't care about animals. Who cares about any of
Yeah.
this? And I'm just sitting there watching it, and I'm hating it. And my mom would come by, and she'd be like, "Look, that guy's name is Danny." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's Donnie." Like, look, it's Danny. That's you. That's what you do. I was like, "I've never in my life done this. I don't act this way."
Oh, that's so funny.
Hate that show. Hate that show with
Yeah,
all.
but
all
that
my
so
heart.
that's my four.
Yeah, I can't get into it.
Mount Rushmores for Nickelodeon. Dan, you want to give us your last one?
My
All right.
Yeah, you, Dan.
no, you go, you go.
Yeah.
Me?
I was gonna just go. You ready? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do some more bullshit. So I know I put 2 in the first one. I'm just gonna list
Sure.
off a bunch. So, because honestly,
They're
I really
tied.
can't decide. It's really tough for me because I'm thinking, yeah, it really. And I was just like, do I go Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah.
Where Ren and Stimpy is a fucking
Half of the kids'
should
shows
it have been a
shouldn't
kids
have
show?
been
Nope, not at all. Yeah, and it still hit. Everything that's going on with them too is insane. Do I want to go Ren and
Oh.
Stimpy, or do I want to go with Rocco's Modern
Rocco's
Life?
Modern
Because
Life.
god damn it,
That
Rocco's
shit
Modern
was too
Life
real
was
for
a
us
banger.
back in the day,
It
bro.
was so
Come
good.
on.
That theme song was a banger. Dude, Rocco's Modern Life was so good. Where you have Rocco, Heifer, you got the big heads living next door, Dr. Hutchinson, who was married to Filbert, and they had a bunch of cat turtle babies with hooks on their hands. There were so many things happen. Do I want to go with that? I was a big fan of Angry Beavers. Do I want to say Angry Beavers? Because Angry Beavers was great. They did a lot of horror stuff in their stuff, and I was a big fan of horror shows. Ren and Stimpy, how they did away with half the shit they did. I don't know, Sox
Yeah,
Guy
for real.
78. I don't know, Jack. You tell me. I don't know what's
I
going
mean,
on.
even with Rugrats,
with
they
Ren
had
and
some
Stimpy.
adult
So it's like, do
jokes
I want to do that?
they threw in there too.
Oh, yeah.
For the parents
Oh, yeah.
watching
Yeah.
this little sliders.
That was the thing, but no, for real. But we got that. Another one that came up
Invader
that I
Zim.
was a big fan
Yep.
of, Invader Zim.
Mhm.
Invader Zim. When you get to Gurr, my God, Gurr by himself was one of the funniest fucking things ever. The log song. Yes, thank you. Yes, they have a couple bangers. You have him. You got what was his name? Powder Toast Man, their superhero. But yeah, no, you have so many things. You have Invader
Yeah.
Zim, where you have Zim is just a horrible, just invader. Gurr is hilarious. Dib is insane, and nobody believes him. I mean, the list goes on. I mean,
Yeah,
I was
I
even
was
thinking, do I
thinking
want to
no
go with the
one
reality
has
show? Do I
mentioned
want to
that
do
yet.
all that? Well, if I'm going to do
Yeah,
all that,
I know.
yeah, do I want to do Keenan and Kel? You know what I'm saying? This is like the list doesn't end. So, legit for the last one, it's
Okay. I
the
respect
orange
it
splat.
because they had a lot of
Because I
bangers. It's
don't
hard
know.
to pick just
There's
four. They had a lot of all that. The Amanda Show.
Where do I go?
Like
Where do I go?
I know.
And
Fairly
there's more
Odd
that I haven't
Parents.
even mentioned that
Yeah.
I was thinking of. Yeah. I mean, there
Cousin
was a lot.
Skeeter.
Yeah, man, Cousin Skeeter. First, the fact that they were allowed to call a show Cousin Skeeter,
Yeah.
and the kids are just saying, "Oh yeah, Cousin Skeeter." It's just, man, it's just a lot. But that's my
Okay.
that's my fourth one. Basically, the Nickelodeon
Disco,
Disco,
lineup.
what's your last one?
Oh, The Adventures
Yes.
of Pete and Pete. Are you afraid of the
Okay,
dark? Thank
those were
you.
solid. Those
yes.
were solid. Sure.
Yes, they're amazing. Yes.
My fourth one, I have a fourth one and an honorable mention. My fourth one is another Nick Jr. that I used to watch. It's Franklin, which is another Nick Jr. and he is actually best friends with Little Bear, and
Yeah.
it's the craziest thing.
Yeah, so my
And
honorable
I knew you were
mention
gonna
is
say
actually
Franklin.
Franklin. Hates Franklin. Love that song.
that
Hates
intro always got me.
Franklin.
It was so catchy. Like, hey,
I love that shit, bro.
Yeah, so
So this is a dumb question, Disco. Are you sure that they're related? Because I knew they were drawn similarly,
they're
but I don't think they're actually
supposedly
technically
best
related.
friends. I don't think they
I
actually
think
appear
Little
in each
Bear was
other's
a-
show.
No, yeah, I
But
think Little Bear was a
I read
spin-off.
online. I read online that they are supposedly best friends.
Yeah.
Franklin's best friend is a snail, but it's also
Okay,
a little
cool.
bear apparently.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember him being with a bear on the show.
I
just didn't really-
don't know,
I didn't
that's
know
what
if
I'm
it was
reading
Little Bear.
on the internet. I never put two and two together, but I did
Hey,
read
I'll
that
take
somewhere.
your word for it.
And no, and like as I've said, that intro, I still say that sometimes. I still sing
Yeah.
it to myself. Like, hey.
Quick
Frank.
question,
I'm like,
now-
what is possessed with my brain right now? Like,
Sox Guy says Ed, and Eddie, but wasn't that Cartoon Network? Okay. Doug was
That was
definitely
Cartoon Network.
Nickelodeon,
Doug,
but Ed,
which is
and
another
Eddie
one I
was
wanted to
Cartoon
mention. I
Network.
forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing just
Yeah.
Nickelodeon.
Cartoon
So
Network. Yep.
for my fourth symbol for Franklin, I'm gonna connect to Little Bear since they're best friends. I'm gonna continue that farm fence, and on the other side it's gonna be
Okay.
Franklin. So they're gonna be
Nice.
both sitting on the
Okay.
same. And then
Okay.
my honorable mention was actually ruined by Sox guy is Doug. It had to be
Yeah.
Doug.
Yeah.
I just love Skeeter, Quail
Yeah.
Man, Patty
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise. That
It's all,
Patty
it's all good.
Mayonnaise. That name was so crazy.
She's so white.
And,
God damn.
for
Patty
real.
Mayonnaise.
And Skeeter, man, he's just another one of the coolest dudes ever type thing, like Gerald. Like I need best friends
Yeah, he
like that.
really was.
Roger, even the way they
Roger
drew
was
him
an
too, he's all
asshole.
green and
Roger
fucking weird
clocked.
looking, like just that weird pointy nose. It's like punch him in the face. But
Dude, and it's like there were some bangers, like song wise,
Yeah.
like banging on a trash can.
so
Like,
yeah,
come
so my
on,
honorable
man.
mention is Doug. This one I like to imagine my honorable mention like on the walkway up to the top of the
Oh,
Mount
nice.
Rushmore. So I like to put the honorable mention on the ground floor. And
Okay.
for this one,
Okay.
I'm gonna put Quail Man there, just
Nice.
being all majestic. And
Killer
yeah, that's it for
tofu.
me. Killer Tofu.
Tofu.
Oh my god.
I remember one of the first Comic Cons we went to. Eslam, I don't know if you remember. This was back when. Actually, no, I don't know if this was one of the first ones because I remember when we started going to Comic Con, we would see costumes like, oh my god, look, costumes.
Yeah.
And then I just started getting so jaded. We both did, but I feel like it was me more.
We would
And it was
look
just like
for
I don't
the
give a shit about
really
any of these
like
costumes anymore. So we
unique
went with other
ones.
people.
I do remember that.
And I remember
Yeah.
seeing Quail Man one year. I was like, fuck yes. Quail Man's at Comic Con. That was the same year I saw.
Yes.
Or
I was
the same year
thinking.
we
I was
saw
trying to think
Oh,
of the name
man.
of that
I
weird
was
shit.
so
and I was like,
excited. I was like, let's go
I want to
Gumby.
say, it, but I don't know the name. Yeah, Gumby. Yeah.
Oh, dude! Whenever I saw those weird ones, like that's what I'm
Yeah,
looking for.
and
It's
like
like
different
everybody's dressed
versions
up
of
as Spider-Man and
Deadpool
Deadpool
and
and Batman. I
like
want to see
other
this.
X-Men.
Damn.
Yeah.
Gumby though, that's a throwback.
Yeah.
Heck, wow. I want to be Gumby
Yeah, for
for
real.
Halloween.
I think I could be wrong, Jack. If you know, let me know. I
wanna
think Gumby
say
was
yes, let me Google
Nickelodeon
that
too,
shit.
wasn't
Gumby. Man, that
it? Yeah, man.
man, it's such a nostalgic episode. Haven't thought about all this in forever.
For real.
I know, for real. Yeah, there was just so many good shows. Like, I mean, I hated SpongeBob, but like, I liked a lot of the.
I forgot that exact SpongeBob. It's
Yeah.
like
I love.
I include that in the Nickelodeon splat symbol. Like
I
it
enjoyed
had
Jimmy
moments that
Neutron a
it really
lot.
got me. It did get
The
me
Adventures
laughing.
of Jimmy Neutron. I like that a lot because again, it
Nice.
was like science.
Gumby was on Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network apparently. So
And by the way, I did watch As Told by Ginger. It wasn't
Okay.
one of my favorites, but I did watch it. Yeah, it was good.
I watched it too. We all
Cat Dog.
I was
did.
just thinking about
Clarissa
Clarissa
explains it all. I watched
Cat
that
Dog
Dog,
was
dude.
fucking wild.
Cat Dog.
Ugh.
Cat Dog is a good one. Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm happy I remembered Angry Beavers because a lot of people forget that one.
Do y'all remember
that
a
and
show
Invader
where
Zim.
there's like
But yeah, man,
a
there's
little girl in a
there's
castle?
oh, Rocket
I'm
Power.
like
Rocket
vaguely
Power
remember.
was Nickelodeon. Oh, I thought that was.
Yeah, it's this Nickelodeon.
I loved Rocket Power, bro.
I never liked Rocket Power. I'm the one person in the world. They just seemed like they were trying. They were like the most posy, like they were just fucking posers.
Eureka's
There you
Castle.
go.
Yes.
Eureka's
yes.
Castle. That's what you're talking about,
Thank
Disco. I
you.
was gonna say it. Yeah, Jack put it in
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
It was
man.
like a puppet thing, right?
I didn't
yeah.
like Rocket Power either.
Thank you, Jack.
What?
Thank you, Jack.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
the
I
only
love
person that hated
Rocket
Rocket
Power,
Power.
bro. That shit was
Rocket
a lot
Power
of
was just
fun.
lame. Look at me, I'm really cool. Do you want to do vert or street? I'm gonna call you Squid. I have a friend named
Sure.
Cheeto. Like, no, shut up. And everything I said is accurate to that show as well. It's just like it was so lame. Well, we're gonna get Tony Hawk on the show. It's like, bro, Bam Margera was more
I
popular
enjoyed
at that
that
point
shit.
in time.
All the skateboarding and surfing and all the shenanigans, the rollerblading. Huh?
Wiggly the chat.
Yeah,
Man. Yeah.
that was some
Man,
good.
Oh man.
Good
Yeah,
nostalgia action right here.
It's just like when you look back, like Nickelodeon really had some great bangers. Like, yeah,
Yeah, I never really noticed until
Chalks
we
on.
did this episode. Just like looking at all the bangers, I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess I
Oh,
did
I
watch
always
Like
Nickelodeon."
they
Because
deserve
when you
way more
proposed it,
credit
I
than
was
they
like,
get.
I don't know any Nickelodeon shows. But then I looked at the list. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
shoot, I do know a lot of these."
I was like, no, there's a lot. Do you remember that weird one? Because Chalkstone just reminded me the weird one where it was the toys, and there was like it was literally just toys, and there was like a blonde naked like He-Man. There was like one toy that was half melted. There's another one that like he would dive in the water. Extremely weird
I
ones.
do not remember this.
You can't do that on television. That's a fucking throwback, Jack. That's before your guys' time. You guys don't know about that. So that's one of the things that helped spawn Nickelodeon. I could be wrong, but I want to say it came out of like Canada and shit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
that's shortly after, they might have done reruns of that, or I forgot how it worked. But that was like one of the first shows on Nickelodeon. Yes, Action Heroes. It's not it's something Action Heroes, I think, like Action Heroes Go or some shit like that. But yeah, you're on the right Action Team Go. I think you guys are on the right track, Henry and Jack. There, something
Action
like
Jack.
that. Something like that, where it was just a bunch of weird fucking toys, and they would just run around and just do dumb shit. So fucking weird.
Did you guys ever were you guys into Cartoon Network? Maybe we can do
Yeah,
another
of
one with
course.
Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
As soon
of
as
course.
as soon as that sounds
Toonami,
like
Cartoon
Nickelodeon,
Network,
I was like,
Adult
yes,
Swim.
we're gonna have to do a Cartoon Network one.
Yeah,
Specific Toonami. We're gonna have to do specific
Oh man,
like there's
that
a
little
lot.
Toonami robot.
I mean, you
dude.
had regular Cartoon Network, you had Toonami, and then you had Adult Swim. Like, come on, Cartoon Network was Alanis Morissette got her
I did not
start
know
on-
that. Thank you,
shit.
Jack. You can't do that on television.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Remember Figure It Out?
No, I do not.
You don't remember Figure It Out? With Summer Sanders?
Mm-mm.
They would have a kid would go on there and be like, "You have a secret talent." It's some dumb shit where it's like, "I could pick my nose with my pinky" or some stupid. and then they would have like quote unquote celebrity like guests will try to figure out what's going on.
Build the answer head.
I think you're losing me there, Jack. I don't know. I'm trying to. It sounds vaguely familiar, but yeah, Figure It Out, where it's like celebrities that do it. So you have like the cast of like all that. We'll try to guess, and if you got stuff wrong, you would get slimed because Nickelodeon. There's Double Dare 2000. Like you guys remember that stuff, right?
Oh, okay.
Adventures of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah, yeah. So this is what Jack is talking about.
Oh yes, yes. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
I love how from King of the Hill, the back of Hank's head when they found out that he had tattooed Bill's name, and then of course you have Bill Belichick. 'Cause why
Yeah.
not? But yeah, you're right. Bill, the answer head that was from Figure It Out. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember Face on Nick Jr.?
Yeah,
What?
Face.
Face on
No, I
from
don't
Nick Jr.
remember that one.
Yeah, so
was
it
just
was
like a face.
literally a
That was-
face. So it's like
This is
in
a
between the
character they
shows.
made. Yeah, that
Yeah.
between the shows, like just segue to the next show.
Oh.
It would be like they would just put a different color. It's like the color yellow, and then it would just be a face. Like, hey, what's up, kids? I hope you like that episode of Little Bear. Let's see what Franklin's up to, huh? Whoa! And then it would just go to that.
It's
Wow.
crazy that dead ass. I think I watched Nick Jr. more than anything. I'm like,
Danny was trying
I
to
don't know,
recover
okay.
the childhood he never got.
Apparently.
I know for real.
So you guys talk about, yeah, I didn't watch any kid shows, and here we are.
I watched the kiddiest of kid shows, Nick
for real.
Jr. Like,
Nick
dead
Arcade,
ass.
that's another classic. Oh, for back in the
Nick
day.
Cannon had a show
You had a couple.
yeah.
on Nickelodeon though.
Yeah.
Oh, a couple on Nickelodeon. I don't know, man. I don't know. I knew he had one, the Nick Cannon show.
His first
And-
appearance was in I'm pretty sure it was Keenan and Kel. He was like one of their
okay.
classmates. Yeah.
I mean, now he's the CEO. So.
Now he's like a freaking super pimp. This man got like 20 baby mamas.
Yep.
Very true.
Keeps having
Very
kids.
True. Yeah.
You got
They
that
made
Nickelodeon
It all started with Nickelodeon.
They made fun of him on because he's on the Real Husbands of Hollywood with Kevin Hart, that satire show, and they make fun of him. It's like there was like one episode where he like hugged a girl, and like once they
got pregnant?
released the hug, she was like already like 9 months pregnant. That shit was so fucking funny. He was like, "God damn it, not again!" And then he just like gives her a check, and just like walks away.
Oh
That shit
man.
was hilarious.
Yeah, Legend of the Hidden Temple was. I love that show. Guts is another throwback, man. Where it's just like literally kids just doing sports shit. Legend of the Hidden Temple. How well do you guys remember that one?
I remember it. Yeah,
So
the obstacle
remember that.
course and
yeah, so it would start off with like I want to say like 3 teams,
Mhm.
and then like 2 would go on to play the game, and it was just always like, what the fuck happened to that third team? It's like they died, like they just murdered these kids.
They were like, "Sorry, you guys gotta go." I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, we'll go home. They're like, "Nah,
No,
you gotta
Y'all
go."
ever watch them game shows where they
It was
just be
16
sliming
episodes.
you? The slime, Nickelodeon like game shows where they'll like drop a million gallons of
oh
slime
yeah, like
on you.
Figure It Out was one of them. Double Dare, like the
Oh.
shows I was talking about. Yeah, they did. They
I
did
see.
that stuff. Double Dare 2000, and Double Dare was the weird one where it's just like you have to find this. Like you're competing with your family against this other family, and there would have an obstacle course at the end where there would be these
I
flags.
think I remember that.
Yeah.
one.
So it's like, here's a big bowl of spaghetti. You have to dig in there and find the flag. It's like, you got to climb up this mannequin's nose and pick the boogers out and find the flag.
Oh man,
Yeah, man.
Good
throwback.
shit. This
Yeah, we
this
definitely
was
need that
good,
Cartoon Network Tsunami episode.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck yeah.
this was a good nostalgic episode. It was a lot of fun.
Nah, thank you, Eslam. Like, all the credit to you. You came up with that.
Help me remember my childhood, man. I'm forgetting that. I got a journal shit.
You guys
That
helped me
dementia's hitting
remember
hard.
Franklin, bro. That show, I used to watch that all the time.
I'm surprised you remember that intro when I said it. You were like,
Yeah.
"Hey, it's Franklin," because I was about to mention. it,
Dude,
too. I
that
was
song
like,
is
"Hey,
forever
dude."
stuck in my head.
I mean,
Like, it's
I didn't
forever
like the
stuck.
show, but I know that too. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, it's Franklin's iconic. Let's be real.
No, yeah, for real.
All right. Any final thoughts?
This was fun. Looking forward to doing other cartoons.
Yeah.
Actually, Eslam, I need you to do me a solid favor. You like animals. Tell me why turtles are cool. Go.
Why are they cool? They live
Yeah.
for a very long time.
That's the only thing you got?
They live for hundreds of years.
That's all you got? Nothing else is cool about turtles? Tell me as many cool turtle facts you can think of.
Exo shell. That's pretty sexy.
Yeah, they have their exoshell. They're slow. That's why they live a long time. They have a very slow metabolism.
Snapping turtles
That
can
look-
be quick when they
A
need
little
to.
kid meme
Snapping
too. I like
turtles, yeah.
turtle. I like turtles. because of that thing.
You have the turtles of the Galapagos Island, the tortoises. Yeah,
Mm.
They get pretty big too.
Yeah.
yeah, the Galapagos Island ones. Yeah.
No.
Also,
Oh,
but
there was a cool.
I don't
There's
like
a cool
turtles.
story about that.
I had
Sorry,
a
real
turtle
quick.
named Patrick, and real quick too. I had a
The one
turtle
that you
named
released
Patrick, and
into
he was
the
the
park?
dirtiest mother effer I've ever seen. Yo, he always stink up my house. He
Isn't
always
that the
we had
one
a
we
filter
released
in the
together?
Yeah,
dirt.
the one
in
we released in
Warnanko
the
Park?
park together. Yeah, we all
He
did it
would
together.
always
We said
knock
goodbye
out
to the
his.
motherfucker.
Yeah, we all together left your turtle in the park.
I couldn't take
No,
it
we
anymore.
put him down, and then he walked up to the water and just like jumped in. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit!"
Hang on, do you guys remember what else happened? This is gonna sound. This is
No.
gonna be kind of fucked up. So while we were doing that, fucking somebody hit a duck with their car.
Seriously,
I don't remember that.
I remember that because
Oh,
I
damn.
remember we were just like, "Hey, Danny's having his or Disco's having his moment," or he's just like, "Hey, he's letting go his pet turtle," and then all you hear is like, "Erp," and then we turn around and a duck just got hit. We're like, "Oh shit!" This duck just got hit by a car. The person like
I just
stopped
released
and then just kept
Patrick
going.
into the hood.
And we're just like looking at the duck and was like, what the fuck? And then
That's
Disco's just like
hilarious.
focused on the turtle. I was like, what is happening
man.
today? It's a weird
Oh
fucking
yeah, that was
day.
crazy. I always thought he was gonna come back as a Ninja Turtle and beat me up.
Yep.
Oh man,
You
Hen-
left
Henry
me.
Danger too. They can turn into ninjas and fight crime.
yeah, that is very true.
Turtles
that's
and
not-
tortoises are
that's not. What were you gonna
they
say
both-
though? I cut you
I
off. 'cause
completely forgot.
I had that
Do you guys remember what I was trying to say?
something about turtles.
It was something like that.
Oh yes, tortoises. In the Galapagos Island, there like this, the species was like not reproducing, and then like one tortoise like reproduced with like hundreds of females to repopulate the species. It was wild.
Damn,
Yeah,
Pimp
My man was
Daddy.
getting it
He
in, bro.
Saved his whole species.
Yeah,
How,
my
how'd,
man
you
was
get,
getting
how'd
it.
you guys feel about putting money on a turtle in a fight? Like,
What?
feel confident? The
Are they
turtle's gonna
fighting?
What are
Two
you
turtles
talking about,
fighting?
bro?
We fighting turtles?
If a turtle's gonna fight another animal, let's say any animal,
The
if
other
they're
animal.
durable. I'm not saying like.
What's the other animal?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not saying it's like okay, it's gonna fight a fucking tiger. I'm just saying like something in the same like.
It'll probably
Rhino.
survive a tiger.
But that's what I'm saying because they're so durable. They're pretty fucking badass. You know.
I want to see a turtle versus a sloth. I feel like they're both just like slow.
I think a turtle could fuck up a sloth.
I think they would never meet. It's like they would just be going towards each other. They'd forget and just start like. And
well, you'd have to drop them off in front of each other and like give them a reason to fight. Like, yo, that sloth is talking shit.
The sloth would just be like moving so slow. The turtle would think it's just like a rock or something and just like walk by it. Not even.
I mean, turtles they can be fast, especially in water. Like the fact that they could be on land and in water, right there, it's a threat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Never.
How about a tortoise versus sloth? You think a tortoise have more advantage because it's land?
I don't know the differences between turtles.
So the tortoises. So Henry said one swims and one can't. So the turtles can swim, the tortoises can't. And the turtles are the giant ones. They're like the huge ones. Yeah. They look like little long necked dinosaurs. The tortoises with shells.
They got a mobile home. That's pretty much the coolest thing you could ever have. Like, if I could just fucking stop paying for a house and just swoop into myself, I would totally do it.
That would be good. Yeah.
And government's like, you gotta pay property tax on your dang shell. I'm like, F you guys.
They would do that. They would 100% do that. They're like,
this goes out here trying to save money and live in his shirt, and the government
like, we need to tax that
exoskeleton shirt. Just be like, y'all done with this.
Congress is passing a law about exoskeletons. You need to pay a tax on that. Yeah. Fucking ridiculous, bro.
So I needed some info about turtles. I appreciate it, guys.
All right, Disco. Any final thoughts? Okay, my final thoughts are.
I got my headphones, so I didn't.
Yeah, I was about to say something happened, like audio wise on his end.
My final.
I didn't hear anything else said. I dropped my headphones.
I just love how all you hear is like.
No, I was saying if you had any final thoughts.
Is this for the whole episode or just?
Yeah.
My final thought is not pertaining to the episode, but I'm pretty excited because I feel like it's the most obvious thing ever, but I don't know why it never hit me. But I'm pretty sure I have like ADHD, and that's why I'm always cutting people off. That's why I can't fucking think straight and everything. So I finally am like gonna go see somebody about that, and I'm excited to see what they say, and maybe I can get some treatment and not be like all over the place, and maybe focus a little more. So I'm pretty excited about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good to hear, man.
Good job.
My final thoughts. I'm going on vacation, and I'm really excited.
Well deserved.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Me and the wife have been grinding since we came back from the wedding. Non-stop, working 7 days a week, and we need a break. So we are gonna go on vacation for a week. So I will be missing next episode, but you guys are in good hands. And yeah, I'm super fucking excited.
Yeah, as you should be.
Yeah. It's like Disco said, much deserved and much needed. Need to relax a bit, so before we come back and do the grind all over again. So
where are you guys headed, if you don't mind me asking?
We're going to Spain for a week.
Oh,
nice.
I heard that was really a really awesome place. My girl's parents really love that place. They were talking about moving there. Like, is that
cool? Yeah, we're going to Barcelona and Granada. And we're gonna go see like some Islamic architectural sites in Alhambra, in Granada, which has Alhambra in it, and then we're gonna hang out in Barcelona for a couple of days too, and just be tourists.
I need you. You could be both of you or just one of you. It doesn't matter. But I really need this. Eat some paella.
Oh, that's the first thing we're doing.
Thank
when
you.
We get there.
Thank you.
Of course, come on, bro.
As many kinds of paella, but as many kinds of paella as possible.
Okay, all right.
I need
also.
This.
Okay, I got you. I'll bring some back for you.
You don't have to.
Be careful.
I don't need either. I just need to know that you did.
Okay. All right.
Appreciate
Be
I got
careful
you.
you don't get like pickpocketed or anything. Like I heard,
Yeah.
like some
So
places do
so
that.
if you remember my friend Anna who came to the wedding with the baby,
Yeah.
her and her husband have been to Spain and stuff. So they gave us the rundown on everything and some places to visit and stuff. So
Oh,
we're
that's awesome.
excited, and I'm gonna have like that like
Fanny
oh
pack.
yeah over the chest, and
Mhm.
so I'm gonna put everything in there so we don't get pickpocket. I'll hold all my girl stuff because she
Yeah.
just drops everything. So
No, yeah, sure.
No,
Yeah.
understandable.
I feel like my girl's the same way, yo.
yeah,
There's zero motor functions. Like you give her something, it's like,
the thing
oh, where
is,
did I put
she
it?
doesn't have spatial awareness.
Hmm.
She doesn't recognize what's happening around her.
So you're just guiding as you're walking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like even in the house, like she doesn't recognize that there's stuff around her that she can knock over and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So she's not really always aware of her surroundings.
Mhm.
So I gotta, as people who've worked in security, that's all I'm aware of all the time. Like I just
Mhm.
get used to scanning all the
Exactly.
time.
You
Like
can't just help but like know where everything is and
yeah,
just look around.
I
Yeah.
stare at people. If someone's moving funny, I stare at them for a while, see
Yeah.
what their movements are. Like I just watch. Automatically, she could be talking to me and we're having
Yeah.
conversation, and I'm just like
But you're still
watching.
looking around. Yeah. Trust me, I get it.
So I just
I'm
got
just
used to it.
paranoid. I do that out of paranoia.
And you should be paranoid. This shit's crazy out there,
Yeah.
but yeah, super excited. Hope it's gonna be a good time,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'll see you guys. Well, I'll see podcast peeps in a month because we do it
Yeah.
every 2 weeks. So since I'm missing next week, I'll see you in a month,
Yeah, man.
and
But
I'll
yeah.
see you guys pretty soon. Uh,
Man, I hope
yeah,
everything goes swell, man. You
yeah.
deserve it. Love
Thank you.
y'all, and you guys need to unwind and relax and enjoy life a little.
We need
It's
like a recharging session so
when
we can
when
come
you're
back and hit it
burning,
hard.
burning the candle on both ends.
Yeah,
You know how that where that goes.
100%.
Absolutely. I did remember one thing, so I guess this is my last final thought. Just be real quick about
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Since we're not doing wrestling news, I'm just gonna keep it short. Fuck John the Dwayne Roxon. That man can go to hell. So there you go.
Is
You
it
said
Roxon?
John?
I'm not. I refuse to call him by anything else at this point.
Is his name John?
No,
I thought it was
He
Dwayne.
I'm talking
changed
about
it,
Dwayne.
John.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Dwayne.
Yeah, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Why? What he do?
If you're a wrestling fan, you know. I'll
Okay.
get into it.
We'll get into it next time. All right.
There you go.
All right. Thank you for
Yeah.
listening, everybody, to another episode of Los Wise Guys podcast. If you like what you hear, follow us on social media, like, subscribe, share, rate, review. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel and our website. Thank you for listening. Have a great week.